Good evening. I just wanted to give you a quick tour of this week's module so that you might feel a little bit better oriented. I'm in the student view on the course homepage, and it shows the announcement that Module 2 is available in Canvas. Module 2 is a little bit more extensive than most modules. There are two things to accomplish for the lab. The actual lab, where you create a simple page with JavaScript, which we call kind of the obligatory Hello World page. And then we're going to review HTML just to make sure that everyone kind of flexes their muscles and uses their HTML skills before we take a deeper dive into JavaScript. So it's sort of a review. If you go to modules and you click on the modules, you will see module 2, and it is highlighted in parentheses as new. What you need to do is you need to go to the intro to JavaScript and HTML review, start here. This is the module start here file. If you go here, it's like a one-stop shop. It will show you basically all the information you need to get through this module. What I'd recommend is that you have a piece of paper in case you need to take notes. Please read the overview and the objectives because it details the things that we will cover this week. In the instructions, there are tabs. By default, it opens to the Start Here tab, and it gives you instructions on the task that you need to accomplish. Like, for example, if you're new to programming, I recommend that you read Chapter 1 in JavaScript for Kids, and this is only optional for advanced coders, people with previous coding experience like Python or Java, or other programming languages like C#. Then read Chapter 1. This is required for all students in Mirac's JavaScript and jQuery. Chapter 1, Introduction to Web Development, page 1 through 39 and page 50 and 51. And again, this is required for all students. You're not required to submit exercises that are on page, it should say 51 through 52, not 21. That's a typo of the textbook. If you want the Chapter 1 files, you can download them as well, but you're not required to submit those. You're required to complete the two exercises that are shown under the lab and Dropbox and the HTML review. Make sure you watch the online lecture and demo files. They explain everything. If you skip over those videos, you'll have no idea what we're doing this week other than what you read in the book, and that might get you through. But these online lecture and demo videos are there to help you. If I notice from my reports in Canvas that you're not viewing them, then I will start opening up quizzes that review it and assign points to the quizzes. And I don't want to have to do that, so please watch the videos or watch videos that I recommend. I won't always record videos. I will point you at other videos. Don't worry if you this week if you understand everything you see in the demo videos. It'll all come together in about week 8, about halfway through the class. It'll all start to click. What you need to do for homework is complete Lab 1, getting started with JavaScript. That's very simple. If you follow the video, if you watch the demo videos, I actually show you how to complete Lab 1. It gives you the tips on how to do that. And you're done with it if you just do exactly what I show you in the Hello World video. And then the HTML exercise is pretty straightforward. I give you the files and everything you need for that. Make sure you post to the week 2 questions and debugging forum. For example, you might have a question that you want answered or need help with the assignment or the lab or the HTML review. You can post it there, or post something that's related to this week's assignments. In the book, they use Visual Studio Code. I've started using it in the last 6 months, and so has Mark Garrett, and I really like it. Maybe you might have some tips for using Visual Studio Code. But for most of you right now, you might want to start with just Notepad++ for the Mac and for the PC. And this tab is where you'll find the links to the videos that I talked about, and then the optional files that accompany the video. So you can there are starter files and completed files here, and then go to the lab in Dropbox. It gives you instructions on how to complete the lab. And there's a demo video here as well that shows what you could do in the lab, with the exception of embedding or linking to an external style sheet, and then submit your assignment in the Dropbox. Lab 1 is available for 2 weeks because this week, or this module, should I say, we have quite a bit to do. Normally we only have one lab, but this particular module covers an HTML review, which is the details on that assignment are here. I give you files that you need, and within the files are the instructions on what you need to do. Again, this is going to cover just a little under 2 weeks of work because I'm releasing the module a little early. And then the solution to the HTML exercise will be available in 2 weeks. In fact, I'll make the solutions for all of the labs available in about 2 weeks. And then under Collaborate, you find a link directly to the discussion forum, and then links to download either Visual Studio Code or Notepad++. Now, if this page doesn't work for you and you want to get directly to the lab and the assignments the old Canvas way, you can download files that are used with Chapter 1 reading here. You can get to the Lab 1 Dropbox and the lab demo video, and you can do the same for the HTML review. However, there's no video for the HTML review. If you have any questions, you can post your questions in the questions forum. And I hope you have a good week, and I'll see you in Canvas.